Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some kind of, once again, bad news when it comes to Microsoft and Xbox. Now, as I keep on mentioning throughout these past few weeks, there's just been a plethora of just bad news after bad news after bad news. So as of yesterday, we actually did go and see Microsoft go and actually have a chance to go public and discuss about their revenues and everything else with this, because as you guys know, if you're a publicly traded company, you sometimes do go and talk to the press, talk to the stock market, talk to investors, and give out official statements. And as of so far, Microsoft, and more namely Xbox, has been doing horrendous. Now, there are a few big things when it comes to Microsoft as a whole, which is good in terms of the cloud hosting and all of that, but it does kind of seem like Xbox and the Xbox console market has been going kind of downhill, especially when it comes to Xbox. We're going to talk about this, talk about the revenues. I'm going to do a little bit more of a overview, of course, when it comes to Microsoft, but we're also going to talk about the Xbox itself. Now, as well, if you guys do know, there also is an ongoing Microsoft event going on too as well, so depending on when you guys watch this video, maybe go hang out and follow up on Twitch. You may be watching that, and we'll probably have some more videos as well. If you guys are curious in the gaming news, if anything does cool come out from the Microsoft event, so make sure you guys are subscribed or check out Twitch for that. We have the Twitter down below, we have Target links down below, Amazon links down below, and let's talk about the kind of big failure right now from Microsoft. So as I mentioned, Microsoft has been kind of hot in the news as of recently, mainly because they just announced a 10,000 person layoff, and right now we've now been seeing this for Microsoft in Q2 2023. So with Windows, devices, and Xbox down, but cloud gaming holds strong. So we're going to do the overall view for Microsoft, a little bit more focused on Xbox. So Windows OEM revenue and hardware revenues are both down big in Q2, which hardware revenue, Xbox. So Microsoft just posted the second quarter of its 2023 fiscal financial results. The software maker made $52.7 billion in revenue and a net income of around $16.4 billion during Q2. Revenue is actually up 2%, but the net income actually did go drop around 12%. And this actually just comes a few days after Microsoft's big announcement of over 10,000 layoffs. Microsoft previously forecast a tough quarter for Windows OEM revenue and hardware, and the results are clear on the state of the PC industry right now, and also the gaming industry in terms of consoles, where the results are clear on the state of the PC industry. So PC shipments fell by 16% in 2022, according to analysts by Canalias, and Gartner reported a nearly 29% year-over-year drop in Q4. The largest quarterly shipment decline since began tracking the PC market in the mid-1990s. So Microsoft's Windows-related revenue has been hit hard as a result. So basically, one big thing when it comes to Microsoft, it's been getting hit hard on that. So Windows OEM revenue, the price PC manufacturers pay Microsoft to put Windows on machines, also fell a massive 39% in Q2. Microsoft says this was driven by continued PC market weakness and a strong prior year comparable. So basically trying to go and say last year they did very, very well. Probably said the same thing too when it comes to Xbox, where it's also intriguing to note it's just been kind of falling flat. It's also kind of to the pandemic, recession looming, and all that where people are concerned. So Gartner says the total amount of PC shipments in 2022 was close to pre-pandemic levels. So it's clear the boom of laptop purchases is well and truly over as of now. Same with all the stock issues, same with for consoles. Since many consumers already have relatively new PCs that were purchased during the pandemic, a lack of affordability is superseding any motivation to buy, causing consumer PC demand to drop to its lowest level in years, says Mikado Kitawa. And as well, this also kind of goes once again per se back to the Xbox, where just the consumer demand is going down. Anyone who really, really wanted to have an Xbox or a PC or new Windows or laptop for work or whatever seems to have already got it. While the number of PCs shipped declined during the quarter, returned to pre-pandemic levels, usage intensity of Windows continues to be higher than ever, within even pre-pandemic levels too, with that being spent up nearly 10% as well. So this deterioration in the PC market has also had an impact on Microsoft's devices revenue, which now include HoloLens and PC accessories beyond just the Surface revenue, and device revenue has also dropped a massive 39%. So we're just seeing the entire overall stock market and revenue markets getting destroyed too as well. So also their Surface Pros are having issues and everything else too. This also does tie into, once again, Xbox. The PC market isn't going to improve next quarter either. Microsoft CFO Amy Hood provided guidance of mid to high 30% declines in Windows OEM revenue for Q3, alongside mid 40% for declines in device revenue. Microsoft announced last week that it had changed its hardware portfolio amid layoffs. The software giant is writing down $1.2 billion in its Q2 earnings related to those hardware changes, severance costs, and costs of lease consolidation to create higher density across the workplace. So it's also all the people who got laid off from Xbox, from 343, from Bethesda, also tied into with their severances as well. So, after Congress denied Amy's request to buy up to 7,000 headsets based on Microsoft's HoloLens technology, job cuts have hit the HoloLens division particularly hard. So, we're also seeing the effects of literally every different department: Xbox, PC, and everything else besides cloud hosting, which has been doing very, very well. So, basically, for this one, HoloLens boss Alex Kipman departed the company following misconduct allegations too as well. So, now on the more important news too, in terms of this stuff, is on the Xbox side. Elsewhere, with Microsoft's hardware efforts, Xbox is also down this quarter. Xbox hardware revenue has decreased. This is hard, like the actual Xbox Series X and S themselves, by 13%, alongside a 12% dip in Xbox content and service revenues, which also means Xbox Game Pass, means normal people buying Xbox games or using the Microsoft Store, etc., Xbox Live, and all of that. Microsoft says this was content and service revenue decrease was related to a strong prior year comparable that was partially offset by growth in Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. Overall, though, the gaming revenue actually went down 13%. Now, for a big multi-billion-dollar company, that's pretty big. Now, we might actually also see a comparison to, say, PlayStation, because maybe with the the restocking kind of calming down and stock like just being more normalized, there may not be as much of a mad dash to buy every console on the shelves. We also might start seeing consoles and Xboxes start like sitting on the shelves, which is weird based on how crazy demand has been these past 2 years where they were flying off the shelves. But it does kind of seem like Xbox overall has been going down, and it does not look good. The Xbox hardware revenue decrease was driven by lower price and volume of consoles sold, which means Microsoft sold less Xbox Series S and X consoles over the holiday than it did at higher prices in the same period of 2022. Microsoft dropped its Xbox Series S price as well for $250, if you guys remember all of our videos on that one, for the holidays, hoping to stroke interest in this Xbox Game Pass console. So even with some of these price decreases and as well with the holiday season, it just didn't seem like the Xbox was doing that well. Now, for general gamers, I think a lot of folks have been also been kind of concerned on the fact that, well, there's just not been many games and a good reason to keep Xbox Game Pass. So hopefully it'll change up throughout this event that's ongoing. Like I said, depending on when you guys watch this, it may be already be done. We may have another video on the channel, or we'll have to maybe be disappointed. So this time last year, Microsoft said Xbox Game Pass has grown to 25 million subscribers, but the company hasn't provided an update since then. There's no mention of new numbers today, which is also surprising. That could be because Microsoft Gaming Phil Spencer revealed in October that growth has actually stalled on the console side of the service. Although I would probably say it would be going down since then, because the economy has gotten a lot worse since October, and as well, as we kind of look through this stuff, I don't know, man. Like, you need some good Game Pass games to keep people interested. And even then, like, we don't have that much. And once again, maybe we'll have a few more surprise announcements from this Xbox event. We'll have to go and see. We're seeing incredible growth on PC, which I'm kind of more part of that group as well. On console, I've seen growth slow down, really because at some point you've reached everyone on console who wants to subscribe, or at least once again, if there's not many new games, said Spencer in an interview in October. Spencer also revealed that Xbox Game Pass will stay at around 10 to 15% of Microsoft's Xbox content and service revenue, and the service is at least profitable at the end of the day. We saw new heights for Xbox Game Pass subscriptions, game streaming hours, and monthly active devices send Adela, and monthly active users surpassed a record 120 million during the quarter itself, which is huge. Microsoft also is still having all these issues too as well with the regulators from the planned $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, which it intends to close in its fiscal year of this year if we can by end of June. The European Commission has opened where it calls an in-depth investigation into Microsoft's deal after the UK's Competition and Markets Authority, and the CMA signaled a closer look in the deal in September as well. So right now, we're kind of currently just waiting for Microsoft to kind of go bump their stuff up too. On top of this one, they gave guidance where they're saying that gaming revenue is expected to decline in high single digits next quarterly results, alongside with Xbox content and services revenue declining in low single digits, and they didn't really give any too much of a guidance for the future of Xbox consoles. Now, when it comes to all the other various stuff too, it does kind of seem like the computing, cloud computing, and Azure were really growing really big. It's pretty much saving the Microsoft company as a whole, and basically said is they basically have increased alone by over 100% for all the hosting, which also does go in kind of time with Game Pass too as well. So Microsoft has been a very intriguing case. They are still doing good on the Microsoft. They're doing pretty okay on the revenue hosting and also like the cloud hosting, Game Pass hosting, etc. But it does kind of seem like the console and as well Game Pass is slowing down at least a little bit. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. We'll be very curious to see what happens on this ongoing Xbox event as of today, and I'll let you guys just be kind of curious on everything. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Target links down below with the Amazon links down below. Everything else all in between. And give me your thoughts on the Microsoft stock.